Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Brandon from Audio Addiction. Thank you for clicking on the video. If you're new here, thank you for joining me. If you're old, also thank you for coming back. Always much appreciated. But kind of been taking a little bit of break from doing a bunch of reaction videos. I do have a lot in the tank, so if you do wind up seeing just a ton of videos between now and like whenever, I have a ton that I have already recorded but have to be edited, and I have some that I'm working on currently that will be edited and also uploaded. So just keep your eyes peeled. There's a lot of stuff going here down here in December, but wanted to take a listen to Time the Valuator's newest song, Binary Pulse. At work recently, I've just been absolutely jamming their first record, How Fleeting, How Fragile. That was what really got me into the band, and I'll be honest, I kind of fell off a little bit, but I had one of their songs come up on my Spotify radio, and I was like, man, I haven't heard this name in quite a bit, and I've been kind of on a kick as of recently, so wanted to take a listen to their newest song. This one just came out roughly a day ago, so by the time this comes out, maybe 2 days, something like that, but wanted to take a listen to it, so I'm going to be giving a listen to Binary Pulse by Time the Valuator right now. Let's give it a listen. Ooh, this is groovy. I'm liking this already. Very Tesseract-y. That's a word. Tesseract-like. Oh, this is sick. Sick. All right. Like that, like scream yell thing. Yeah, very Sam Carter-esque. Oh, this is a cool section. I like this. Woo! Bass riffs for days. Ooh, nice falsetto. All right. This is very sick. I feel like a dummy for not checking this band out in a little bit of time. Massive improvement.
I crave for just a little more to not obliviate. I was made to feel initially.
was sick.
Nice. All right, guys, that was Time the Valuator's newest song, Binary Pulse. Oh, man. You know what, funnily enough, I really actually liked a lot of the most recent singles that they've been putting out. And what I mean by recent, I would imagine within, the span of a decent amount of months. But they seem new to me just because, like I said, I kind of fell off the bandwagon of Time the Valuator after How Fleeting, How Fragile. I had them on many, many, many moons ago. But they have always been a band that I think has, at least in my opinion, has stood the test of time. They've gone through, I think, 2 or 3 different vocalists since their first vocalist, and I think they still managed to keep their original sound somewhat, obviously with some variation. This one probably being, I would argue, probably the most drastic out of the 2 other vocalists that they were, currently working with at that time. And I feel like this vocalist currently, I didn't take a look at their name, so I do apologize, but he sounds great. I think he has the best sound of not only the kind of the screams, but also singing wise. I really like his singing voice. I really feel like he's not trying to like push the falsetto a lot, which is great. I think he fits it where it's supposed to get fit. And I think in some cases as well, he also just kind of just grows the sound a lot, and I appreciate that because I think it allows the band to kind of push the envelope a little bit more. Sound wise, I think now more currently they kind of remind me of a mix between Tesseract and like the most current North Lane record. So if you do like those 2 bands and you've always wondered what they would sound like if they were meshed together, I feel like this is kind of the perfect combination of both those things. I know Tesseract doesn't really have too many screaming. I know Dan does some screaming live for Tesseract, so I think there is that element of that. But I know Marcus from North Lane does screaming, and they're also like heavily influenced by like electronic music, and you can tell with Binary Pulse, there's a large emphasis on electronic sounds in this song, and I appreciate that because I like how like the kind of electronic sounds are making their way into more like progressive metalcore, which is really neat. So I really dug this song a ton. I had not listened to it prior to this point, and I think that they have roped me in back as a fan again. I just was listening to, again, How Fleeting, How Fragile at work, and I was like, man, I love how much that record, like, changed my outlook on progressive metalcore music, and very similarly, I think that this band does a great job of always innovating, always trying to do something different, and I think that instrumentally, incredibly talented band still. And I think that they're not afraid to show their chops off, certainly. So definitely dig this one a lot. If you have fallen off the bandwagon similar to me, or maybe you haven't checked out Time the Valuator, I would definitely give Binary Pulse that listen because it's one song that I feel like in the mass amount of songs that come out every week, I think this is definitely one you should take the time to listen to because it is not only heavy, it's also very melodic, and I think the riffs and the way that the song is structured is just very well put together. And I'm very curious where this band is going to be going next. I know they're currently on Long Branch Records, and they have a lot of great bands on there as well. So I hope that this allows them to get out more and hopefully get out to a larger audience because they definitely have a sound that is comparable to a lot of the larger, more progressive metalcore bands that are right out there now, and I think if they continue to just innovate their sound, I definitely feel like they have the potential to be up there, certainly. So definitely go check this one out. Highly rate this one. Definitely probably one of the best songs I've heard in quite a bit from them, and you guys have regained me as a fan. Not that you had ever lost me, but I just feel like I have more of an appreciation for what you do now. So love to have you back on. I don't know who I have to get in contact with, but I'd love to have you guys back on to come back on the channel again. So, guys, let me know in the comments what you think about Time the Valuator's newest song, Binary Pulse. Let me know down below. Have you checked them out before? Have you not? Would love to know your thoughts down below, of course, as always. And if you like this reaction / review, make sure to subscribe, hit that thumbs up, share it. It goes a long way. Have plenty of content to come before the year is over with. December is arguably my busiest part of the year, so I will be just pumping those videos out. So thank you guys for spending the time with me. It could be anywhere else, but I do appreciate all the opportunities and fun that we can have here. So hopefully you'll go check them out. Check out some of the other reaction videos on the channel, and we'll be seeing you on the next one. Peace.